Hey, welcome to Footy Fin. The Wallabies have announced their squad to take on England at Twickenham this weekend. I want to run over the squad, give a couple of comments. Now, in my previous video and short of yesterday, I ran over the beguiling reasons as to why the Wallabies will not be at full strength, but England will. Some nefarious backroom machinations going on there. But the Wallabies are without Len Ikitau and Tom Hooper, two big guns, basically, as well as others like James O'Connor and Will Skelton. Anyway, the Wallabies squad from 15 through to 1 is Andrew Kellaway at fullback. Of course, they'll miss Tom Wright, but Kellaway's a handy replacement. Max Jorgensen on one wing, and Schmidt's reverted back to Harry Potter on the other wing. Interesting choice there. Personally, I would have probably stuck with Dylan Peach, but he's gone with Potter. In the centres, as I said, Len Ikitau misses out due to a weird World Rugby loophole that they don't consider this an international test match window, even though there are 4 tests happening this weekend and all those tests have World Rugby rankings points up for grabs. Go figure that. So Hunter Paisami comes in at 12 to pair up with Joseph Sua'ali'i at 13. I think this 10, 12, 13 combo's only ever played together once. And in the halves, it's the New South Wales Waratahs pair of Jake Gordon and Tane Edmed. Up front in the pack, starting at the back, Harry Wilson, number 8 and captain. Fraser McWright at 7, Rob Valentini at 6. So some great loose forward combos there. Jeremy Williams and Nick Frost in the second row or lock positions. And up front, Teni Alatupo, Billy Pollard and Angus Bell. So yeah, solid forward pack there, but Tom Hooper would have come in very handy. Of course, he was man of the match in the Wallabies' thrilling win over the Lions in Sydney. On the bench, Josh Nasser at hooker, Tom Robertson and Alan Alatoa. Alatoa will provided some much needed steel off the bench there in particular. Lucan Salakai Lotto, despite a bit of a rib injury, and Nick Champion de Crepine, the lock back row bench options. And then in terms of backs on the bench, Ryan Lonergan, Hamish Stewart and Filippo Daungunu. So yeah, interestingly, Joe Schmidt continues to totally overlook Ben Donaldson. He's got Hamish Stewart there. Hamish, I think, has played maybe only 1 test or 2. And yet himself and the inexperienced Tane Edmed are all that the Wallabies have in terms of cover for number 10. So, yeah, that's a bit of an interesting one. Ben Donaldson came off the bench in this same fixture 12 months ago, which the Wallabies won. So it's still beguiling to me as to why Schmidt continues to overlook Donaldson for other less experienced options. I don't know. I've asked the question before in previous videos. I don't know what the answer is. England, look, I'm not going to run over their squad in full. A few comments, though. I would think that some of the weaker links in the back line might be Freddie Stewart at fullback and particularly Tommy Freeman, a winger, playing in the centres and defending in the centres. Interestingly, on the bench, they've got some Lions players coming off the bench. So Ellis Genge and Tom Curry were regular test players for the Lions. Henry Pollock didn't make any of the Lions test 23s, but he's also coming off the bench. So interesting there. But ultimately, we've got a full-strength England team playing against an understrength Wallabies team. England are at home. They're clearly the favourites for this one. So, yeah, let's see how it pans out. It'll be interesting to see. The Wallabies, of course, do have a chance. There is inexperience at 10, and if Edmed gets injured, then even less experience off the bench. But, yeah, let's see what happens. It should be an interesting weekend of tests, even though World Rugby doesn't consider it in the international window, despite there being 4 tests and world rankings points up for grabs. It's another World Rugby quirk. Anyway, I'm going to go find a rolling maul to stick my head into. Enjoy the weekend of Test Match Rugby. See ya.